There are many ways that Algebra can work in mixed drinks and cocktails. There's one thing, however, that takes a little bit of getting used to, and that's the fact that most of the time, if you use it like you would any other kind of liqueur, then you're going to be disappointed by the amount of sweetness that it gives, because it's very dry. Most liqueurs will be at least 2.5 times, even sometimes 4 or 5 times sweeter than Algebra. So, the one key piece of advice that we tend to give is do not consider it just as a liqueur to sweeten a drink. I think it's better to consider it and use it either as a substitute for coffee because of the high coffee content and the low sweetness, or even consider it more like an aromatized wine or a vermouth. Okay, at 100 grams of sugar per liter, Algebra is actually drier than the average sweet vermouth, which would be about minimum 130 grams per liter. Most of them would be 140, sometimes 160 grams per liter. So it would be drier, and obviously it would be you would have none of the vinous notes and a lot of the coffee notes. But I think it's an interesting way to consider using that liqueur in drinks, because then thinking of it as more like a vermouth rather than liqueur opens up so many doors. You can start to use it in highballs. Obviously it opens up all the Manhattan and Negroni variations, and even though Algebra makes amazing espresso martinis, I think it opens the doors to other style of drinks with Algebra, with a coffee liqueur beyond the espresso martini. I love espresso martinis, and we're going to make a few variations on the espresso martini. However, I think where Algebra really shines, and I think shines brighter and is more interesting to work with than a lot of coffee liqueurs, is in stirred drinks, in old-fashioned variations, or in highballs. So yeah, lots of inspiration to get by just looking at this liqueur in a slightly different way.